Hey guys, it is another new gear day. As you can see, it's another Strat, but there's something very different about the Strat. Two things. It's a Squier, for one, and it's actually a 7-string, which is pretty cool. Um, they made these about 15 years ago when the whole 7-string thing was starting to get a little big, with like Korn and other bands like that were definitely influencing a lot of people with the 7-string stuff. And so, they tried it out and eventually they stopped doing it. But they had some really cool models, and I had been watching this one on Reverb for like 3 months, debating whether or not I wanted to do it, and it was such a good deal that like a week ago or a little over a week ago, I just said fuck it and I just went for it. Um, so basically, it's it's really hard to see the color, but it's like a gray metallic, which is really really nice. In person, you probably can't even tell the difference. It probably just looks black on the camera, but oh well. Compared to the 7-string I used to have, this neck feels a lot more comfortable. The other one just felt huge, and this one, it still feels like a Strat neck to me, which is awesome because that's probably the hardest thing for a 6-string player to do, is to really jump into that bigger 7-string neck. And while yeah, there's a difference, it's not like a huge difference, and it's really cool. Um, so yeah, it's a maple neck, no skunk stripe or anything on this one. As far as I know, it's a rosewood fretboard, and it feels really nice. It came set up from the store that I bought it from. It was from Thunder Road Guitars. I want to say in Washington, maybe Seattle. I'm not entirely sure. Um, so as I pretty much end up modding all my guitars in at least some fashion. I'm gonna come straight out and say it. I knew the pickups were gonna be bad, and they're pretty fucking terrible. I mean, it's just the way that it is. Um, I'm not 100% sure what I'm gonna do yet for pickups. I love the bare knuckle stuff. I've been considering the War Pig. I've been considering the Aftermath. Um, if I didn't have a Juggernaut already in the Orange Strat, I'd probably get Juggernauts. But I don't know. I'd like to have something different. So I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do yet. And I'm also considering this other pickup maker called the Creamery, which is also in the UK, I believe. I've been talking with like the owner a little bit, trying to figure out if one of his pickups might be what I'm looking for. So we'll see what happens with that. Um, what else? I will probably upgrade the tuners because they're not amazing. I'll either get the nut adjusted. I'll definitely at least get it adjusted, but I might just get a whole new nut on there. Most likely Graphtec, just because they're really nice. They're really smooth, and you don't really have to lube the nut at all. It slides really nice, so you don't have any tuning issues. I will definitely be doing new pots. I might do a new pickguard. The thing with this is it's obviously going to be a special pickguard because it's got to account for like the bigger neck width, and it's got to account for like the bigger bridge. And I'm not even sure if, other than that, if it's bigger or not. I actually have a pickguard right here. Let's see. Oh yeah, so the whole thing is a little bigger. So I could get a custom-made pickguard from my luthier. I mean, he said he could definitely do that for me if I wanted one. And I'm considering a couple different options. But as soon as I got this like in hand, I really, really like just the black. I mean, it looks good, but I mean, it would look really nice with a pearl. And I'm even considering doing like a 7-string DeLong sort of style, just because I don't know. I can't really imagine myself using the neck pickup that much anyway, and it would cost an extra $100 to $150 just for that neck pickup. So I might just like I said, I'm considering doing just like a custom pickguard, maybe like a pearl, like I've used before, and then just like the single humbucker and like a volume knob. That would be pretty cool, and I think it would look pretty neat. So, other than that, like, the condition's really nice. There are a few different models of this one out there, although they are hard to find. Last I knew, there was one on Craigslist in like the San Francisco area. A friend of mine told me. They have versions with tremolos. This one was just a hardtail, and they also have ones that are like HSS instead of just HH. I don't know if they have one that are HSH. I'm not sure. Although there are a couple different ones with like different colors. I saw like a sunburst. I saw one that was black. But this one's really cool. I'm not in love with it yet, but I do think it's really cool and it's a really unique color. So, yeah. Anyway, I don't want to lose that. Do not want to lose that. So, like I said, the pickups are not great. So, there's really not a huge point to me showing off these pickups, but I'll show them off for the hell of it. And I'm still not much of a 7-string player yet, but I pretty much bought this not to do like covers or anything like that, but with my own music that I've been writing, I've been really wanting to explore a little bit more into like the lower tunings. And I know I could have done like a baritone like I did with my yellow Strat a little while ago, but I don't know, like the scale length was really hard to get used to on that one. It was almost 29 inches, and a normal Strat is 25.5. This one, I actually measured it. It's actually right about 26, so it's about another half an inch, which isn't bad. It still feels relatively the same, and that extra like half an inch will help lower tunings just a little bit. And if you are curious, I am using the same strings that I use pretty much on all my other guitars. It's for the normal 6, it's 10 to 52, so it's 10, 13, 17, 30, 42, 52, and then I put a 64 on the low A, or the low B actually. I have it on B right now, and that's pretty much it. So here's how it sounds. That's the bridge. I'll throw it in the neck right now. The cleans really aren't that bad. I was actually liking the cleans a good amount, and we're not really using any pedals except for the Tube Screamer right now. Other than that, it's just the Mesa. That's the bridge. We'll go into the neck. So overall, it's definitely a pretty muddy set of pickups, and like I said, it's definitely something that I will be upgrading as soon as I decide on what I'm going to do. So, not really sure what that's going to be yet. And, yeah, we'll see. So, hopefully you guys liked it. And, you know, I'm going to talk some more. Just because I like talking, I guess. I was very, very close to getting a Chapman ML7 Telly, and there was one on eBay for like $550, and I was really, really close to doing it, and I don't know, it just didn't feel right to spend that amount of money on a guitar that I wasn't sure if I was even gonna like. And you know, Strats are just one of those things that I can't help but love them. You know, they're just great. You know, they're definitely my favorite style of guitar. And when I decided I wasn't going to get that, I was reminded of this one and how it was sitting on Reverb for like a couple months, and you know, I just had to do it. So I'm definitely happy I did go through with it. I don't plan on selling this in 3 months, like someone said. You know who you are. This is something I definitely plan on keeping, especially just because it's so rare. You never see ones like this around, and you know, they're really cool. You know, I don't know if you can see on the headstock, it actually says Squier Stratocaster VII, which is pretty cool. So anyway, that's all I really got. So thanks for watching, and yeah, that's about it.